Yes, sir.
We
It's
we
time to
are
go on
in
vacation.
win or go home, and there's a couple conference tournaments started start to like tomorrow. Like we are
Right.
One
in
of them
win.
started.
All right.
The ASUN started the
Hmm?
quarterfinals. ASUN started the quarterfinals. Queens and FGCU played for the Gulf
Yeah,
Coast.
yeah. We are officially in elimination basketball season from here on out, and it is 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. So it's time to get the party started. This is 94 Feet of Life. 94 Feet of Life is a Facebook group. You should be subscribed to the YouTube, notifications on. The ninth year of 94 Feet of Life. This is the anniversary show. This is just a party. We just gonna talk about everything, man. Our favorite moments, favorite games, favorite shots, how the group was formed. It's just a part. This is just a celebration of basketball culture and basketball community. I got Trav in the building. I got Jay Ham in the building. I got MJ in the building. Germ, the world's most mysterious man lurking in the background. We definitely gonna get him to turn his camera on and mic on because we have not heard from Germ in a month of Sundays, as the old folks say. So, fellas, man, 9 years. Quick thought.
9
It
more.
went by fast.
9 more.
Nine more.
It went by fast.
Go get 9 more.
I mean,
Hey, 9 more. It would be better than child support.
We saw
18 years. Unless
we
we
saw
go
a
to
lot
school.
of historic occurrences happen.
That is true.
Yeah.
A whole lot of I'm talking about on court, off the court, within the business side of it. A lot of
Dude,
shit. We saw uh, a pro league that's ran by a black dude become viable
Mhm.
and roll every year. We saw a minor league that letting cats come in at like 15 and put them on scholarship and do all this other stuff, overtime elite joint. Y'all been watching them folks on Amazon Prime? I've been checking this shit out too. They be on Amazon Prime. Yeah,
mm-mm.
y'all check it out. But they got that road. Just the landscape of the game changed. NIL.
Yeah.
All that happened. All that happened on our dial, now. I mean, I'm just like,
Yeah. We have seen truly an evolution of the game in 9 years. Like what the game is, how the game is played over the last 9 years. It's been pretty crazy. So let's start there, man. So throughout the course of the show, again, this is a celebration. I got a few awards, a few of my best, and definitely, y'all jump in. We just gonna talk everything, man. You know how we do. There's no format. There's no script. It just whatever comes off the top of the dome. So a couple years back in the group, 94 Feet of Life, which you should be a member of, somebody said, what was the best season ever? Best season ever. And somebody said 2015, 2016, which incidentally was our first full season because the group started March 2015. And if you just look back at that season, the 73 win Warriors, Kobe retires, multiple 3-1 comebacks in the same playoff.
Thanks.
The Chris Jenkins shot to win the NCAA tournament was also this year. The Kyrie Irving shot, Game 7, was also this year. So we talk about things that we were able to witness and see. Right there, maybe the greatest single season of basketball ever.
I wouldn't argue it at all.
You could probably find it in the group where I labeled it the most historic season in the history of the NBA, which it really was. For all what you just said, then on the single side of it, we had a dude that averaged 30 in under 35 minutes. He hit 400 threes, which I predicted that summer prior, I got record of that, that he was
Mhm.
going to at least hit 300. He made me a lie. He hit 400. Can we got into like, we ain't got no format, right? So I can go ahead and just give out an award right now.
Go ahead, you got it.
The historian of the award goes to Steph for that season, although they did come up short. And I peeked the reason too, Big Shot. I watched the live last night, early this morning. So I broke it down. He had, like you said, he had to deduct some points because they lost, but then I'm coming at it from a different angle, from the historian side of it. Just like, when I look at all of this, the 30, the PER, his PER was like second all time, whatever, behind Wilt, something crazy like that. 400 threes. He led the league in paint points, led the league in steals. He just came up short in June. But it's like, from the individual side,
He
and
was.
then to add
Go ahead.
the 2020, the 21-22 season was the return and the get back, because you're hearing all this chatter about he win finals MVP, he'll show up in the final. Dude was averaging like 27 prior in the finals prior to that. So he had to cut a fool in the 20, as you referred to last night, you and Trav, in game 4. And I posted a video as well, the game 4 in Boston, where he just, I believe Boston saw that, and they somebody sent that to them. They put that ass whooping on them like this Sunday. That might be my fault, but just in that sense, it's like the face of that to me is like, it's both LeBron and Steph.
Yeah.
Our era, the 94 era, is the face of that to me is LeBron and Steph. From that standpoint.
I'm gonna get MJ jump in. I thought those first few years of 94. So you give me 24-15 at half a season and the full 15-16 season. It was nightly entertainment.
Yeah.
Nightly. It took me back to the prime years of Jordan, where every night it's something. Every night. But somebody who's not dunking the basketball. Man, Steph done hit 6 in a row. Steph got 20 in the quarter. Steph, which the thing that I'll never forget, MJ, definitely jump in. The no-look 3 is insane. Just when you think like, oh, I've seen everything in the game. No, you haven't. This dude's shooting the ball from 30 feet and turning his head. Which MJ, who's a coach, teaches that is completely not what you're supposed to do.
Well, personally, I like to watch it go in. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
For many reasons. I like to see the ball swish, and I like when the net pops up perfectly. I think it's poetry. So it's not that I wouldn't teach it. I don't want to miss that moment. I'm too selfish to miss a moment when I shoot a shot and that ball popped perfectly through the net. I don't want to miss that. He's crazy for missing it. But I guess when you do it 400 times in a season, I guess it gets boring to you. But I never want to be that guy that gets tired of looking at that. Yeah. Because now you just get bored with the beauties of the game. It's like, I love the look of it and I love the sound of it. I think it's the second best sound in the history of sounds. The first sound is stirring mac and cheese, but we'll talk about that later. So, hey, it's the 9-year anniversary. You thought I wasn't gonna bring it? Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
But it's dope though, because now that I'm a coach, I know how to word stuff without getting fired. So now it's only gonna get more clever. And the ones who know. But what also happened that season, which I hate to bring it down, is also it was the highest point of basketball ridicule. Because during this time, it was the year where you had to have the conversation that nobody wanted to have. 73-9 versus 72-10.
Yeah.
And it actually made Bulls fans turn into LeBron fans to make sure it was just a cluster. Hey, it was so much confusion that was going on. It was like the Justice League and the Suicide Squad joining for like a day. It was hilarious. Because I saw the confusion in Jordan fans' eyes. Y'all didn't know what to do. So obviously, Curry lost, so they go back to saying it don't mean a thing without the ring. And now, they can go back. They went back to hating LeBron, but not hating him as much because now they hate Curry because, Curry ain't did nothing wrong up to that point. And now they mad because it's like this dude balling and he don't do nothing wrong. So now that has turned into the nitpick of not just regular media in this, but also social media. All of these podcasts popped up, which opened up and generated the new media that we see today. Some I agree with, some I don't. But yeah, man, we came in right into the thick of all of the reform.
Trav, some of your moments, man.
You talking about within that year, correct?
The whole thing, that year, the whole thing since we've been here. Anything you want to throw out there, we unscripted.
You know what? It's actually 2 years because I put up a post and I asked everybody. And I asked this to the group, I asked this to the world. What if your second best player beat your first best player on the main stage? People did not want to have that conversation.
Mass hysteria.
They did not want to. They didn't. That's what I kind of like within the whole year of basketball, especially that 16, 17, 17, 18. It was two giants going against each other. All their powers combined. And to just, that one man showed him it's another shooter in town. It's a guy just as better as you that can put this ball in his basket. What we gonna do? A lot of people dodged that conversation. They dodged it because they feared it. They lucky that Draymond Green is there to leave that alone at this point. Y'all people are lucky. But at the end of the day, it's just all basketball, man. Those 2 years, though, when Golden State was just the pinnacle, and with Kevin Durant right there at the head of the snake, a lot of y'all didn't want to have that conversation. But y'all got saved. A lot of y'all got saved.
My man Germ is here, and I'm glad Germ is here because this is gonna lead into some of my favorite moments. So obviously in 2020, the pandemic hit. We all locked in. Yeah. And I think this is honestly, to be real honest, I think this is where the group, it really became, us five became really, really tight. Because we was all at the house, not doing much of anything, just watching basketball for hours. And so this reminded me of a couple of my favorite games. And these, and we were on late nights watching these games together. I'll give y'all one. Nuggets Blazers 2021 Game 5. The night Dame had 55. The Blazers won like 147-140. We were all up wide awake, like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right, because we ain't took like 3 naps already because we ain't got to go to work.
Oh,
Right.
no.
I give you another one. 2021 East Semi Game 7. Nets versus Bucks.
Man.
Ooh, he was
Kevin Durant by a toenail.
Ugh.
I was at the whole
That was game 7.
party watching it at the other neighbor house who had it on and hooked it up. Like the other people house had it on. I'm watching it from afar, looking around with my beer in my hand. I'm like, hold on, let me see what's going on here. It was wild.
Size 15, B9. Size 15.
Man, if his shoe was a 14 and a half, they win the series.
I don't know what you do as a defender if you PJ Tucker on that.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
Glad his shoe was a half size smaller. Was a half size too big.
I never seen the basketball. I never seen the basketball version of Rocky until that series. They literally just
that was
had
a slugfest.
KD.
Yeah, it was a slugfest.
No, KD just beat on him. It wasn't even a slugfest. KD was just beating on PJ.
That team, that Milwaukee team was special. That when you stuff like that happens to win a championship.
I
Stuff
say
like
you
that
beat on
happens.
PJ.
Bro,
He was beating on PJ though.
Bro.
And that's what you call luck.
Jerm, what's some of your favorite moments since the group has been in formation? Some of you.
So first of all, what's going on, everybody, man? I checked out the live last night. Coming from the gig, man. So I just want y'all to know I do not have 9 anything because my brain is all over the place. But I can tell y'all, like you said, I seen Travis posted when he put the shot up earlier. The shot, of course, is the Kyrie shot. That's obviously a big moment in the 94. I mean, we got 2 consecutive years where we got KD in the same spot, in the same place in Cleveland. That's another thing.
Same move.
I mean, the same spot and almost the same situation, the same everything. That's them was. Oof. Of course, you got the Kawhi shot.
Yeah.
I mean, that's of course one. But I mean, if you look at just them 4 shots just since 94 has been created, of course, Kyrie one is close to home because that's the championship.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell y'all, my favorite shot might be the Steph Curry 60-footer with the heel toe afterwards with 0.6 on the clock. Game 6. That might be my favorite. Because it was just one of them ones where it was just like, he ain't about to shoot this, man. He ain't gonna shoot.
Thank you.
He ain't gonna do this. He ain't about to do that. When he shot that shot and it went in, I'm not gonna lie, I was like,
Darn. That's one of the few things, like, anybody who's ever watched the game with me know I'm not like a yeller. I don't be doing a hoop and holler. That's one of the few times where I screamed.
Yeah, because what was you supposed to do to that? Like, what do you say to that? What you gonna say if when a dude come in your crib and hit a shot like that in the defender face and with 0.6 on the clock? Like, what? That's that
It
one.
It was
what
wild.
do you do?
It's so funny that y'all mentioned these shots because, in my humble opinion, that's not, y'all still ain't mentioned the coldest one.
Which one?
Lillard on Paul George.
That was
in the series.
You know the reason why, but I haven't even got a chance to get to that one, MJ, because that Steph shot was so ridiculous.
The wave off though, like how, bro,
Look,
how cold can you? Like that's some ice cold killer type stuff.
We mentioned that.
And then
Go ahead, Jay.
to add to that, it broke up the current form of that
that's
franchise.
the cold part.
It changed.
That's the cold part of it.
That man,
I'm gonna give y'all another Dame shot too. Remember the Dame shot to end the game in the series against
Houston.
Oh man,
Houston.
Yes, 30-footer off a curl came in. That was another one. Dame got a couple too.
Dame Dame, like, it's so funny how like this happens and this happens and this happens. What you're seeing from the Oklahoma City Thunder right now is indirectly because of that shot.
Yes, sir.
Dang. That's what
Sir,
I'm saying.
sir.
It's like it broke up the current form of it and it's giving us what we got
What
right
we
now.
got today.
The big shots you said a couple weeks ago, Clippers might have to go and win, man. We don't want this to look a bit rough like that on
Listen, man,
Paul.
I said it a couple weeks ago, man. I'm a Paul George. If you could call me a fan of somebody, I'm a Paul George fan.
I mean, we call you an
But
enthusiast.
I don't want him to be on the wrong end of this history because to me, SGA MVP candidate, and they got 5 first off for you. So not only do they get the better player, and they got the 5 picks because of you.
And they
Hey.
and the thing about that is they're only 2 picks in on that 5-pick swap.
Yeah, they got 3 more to go.
They got 3
You know
more.
what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Because I keep comparing that shot to Thanos because it happened just like how the Marvel comics happened.
Everything
Like,
broke up.
Once he did that, the whole Marvel had to find each other and regroup. Well,
Yeah.
the same team found each other and regrouped on the Clippers.
You ain't lying. So you got to look at Russell Westbrook, James Harden,
James
and then
Harden.
you got Paul
It's the
George
same
over there too. All of them played for Oklahoma City, and now they at Clippers.
That man literally waved away the whole entire franchise to the point where they had to regroup, get together somewhere else, and try this again.
Do you believe in a parallel universe?
Bro, that's the parallel
Yeah.
situation. So for all y'all who want comic book basketball, there you go. They'll get no more comic book than that.
Hey, can I give y'all a
Look.
fun one real quick?
Go ahead. Sure,
Here's the
absolutely.
fun. I just want to, because I know we got so many games that we all could come up with just on the perspective of individual games because we got a lot of them. But what's some memorable single one-man performances that we have talked about just one game? One game performances that you just said, what are we watching? I'm gonna give you one.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give you one to get the ball rolling. Kyrie Irving, 57 points against the Spurs, 7 for 7 from the 3-point line.
Yeah.
Sure. That's like in the first few days of 94 Feet of Light.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like within the
Boys.
first, like
Jeez.
maybe 3-4 days or so. I remember that.
yes, that's one right there for me. I'm gonna just get the
Yeah.
ball rolling with that. I know y'all got some.
I'm gonna give
some.
something.
Oh,
I'm gonna give something. I want to say that was within the years of '94. That's when LaMarcus Aldridge.
took mine.
Yep. Against
That's
That's right
what got
before.
the name for
That's
me.
right before.
He got
Yeah, that's
the
right
name.
before.
That was what?
That's right. It's right before we got 94.
It's right before. Oh man, but that.
It's right
I
before.
mean, but still, if
There's another though.
he got his name, Mr. Left Side. I call him
give
Left
you-
Side Lamar.
I give you one. 2020 in the bubble.
Ooh,
When Luka gave them folks 43, 17, and 15 and hit the game winner. And hit the game winner on Reggie Jackson in the bubble.
So mine is the light-skinned Thomas Shepard. And he did this twice. Klay Thompson scored 60 off 12 dribbles.
He did this shit on my
we had
birthday.
37 and a quarter. Like, it was one of them situations to where I really thought I was like, but the game was stuck on rewind and play. Because everything looked the exact same way. That shot looked the exact same way. It went in the exact same way. I'm just looking like, hey, Golden State so petty. When they see one of their shooters see 2 go in, they just say F the whole playbook. We gonna just see how far you can go. They do this all the time, and it's hilarious, but it's torture for the other team. But when Klay get hot,
Different
Yes,
stuff.
Steph is electrifying. Steph has that.
Reach.
Steph has that, that life altering spiritual experience when you get hot. And
What?
Clay is hot.
Reach.
Clay has that
It's a
technical,
machine.
surgical. It's like watching John Wick.
It's
Because
dude,
every time he just load the clip,
It's one of
it's just like
it's one
just
of
straight assassin work.
Go ahead,
bro.
Jay.
it's one of them that he hit on the spree there, like what was that in Game 6 in Oklahoma City? He caught
Mhm.
it on the right wing, and he was off balance too. I'm talking about all just Benny Johnson type off balance. You know what I'm saying? With the catch, the ugly release, the whole thing. But the release was still square. His body was just turned
mechanics, man.
ugly, and it
That's
was
what's so
funny as hell too because Steph was at the clock, said he was on the knee at to check in, and they panned the camera on Steph right before they went to commercial. Steph was like, "Oh God!"
It's just
Bro.
mechanics.
The shot touched no part of the rim though. That was like, damn. But that's one of them games though. Game
Now,
6 Clay, Oklahoma City.
Game 6 Clay. Now you talk about that. That leads to some of the best series. In 2016, West Finals was a great series. Oklahoma City up 3-1. Because not only were they up 3-1, it was like a dominant 3-1. Like they beat them bad 2-3. And you were like,
That
man,
was the worst.
They slick exposed.
That was the worst that Golden State played all during like
yeah.
dynasty run.
hmm
That was the worst we saw them at any point. That was like
Yeah.
Got
And we
that
like,
though.
man, is this the end?
Yeah.
And
That
they
19
found 3. They won 3 in a row and walked them down. That was an unbelievable series. I give you another one that doesn't get a lot of talk. I mentioned this to Trav. 2017 East semis was Washington versus Boston.
John Wall.
This is sort of the last healthy, unfortunately, the last healthy John Wall.
Yeah.
They had fights. Washington dressed in the all black suits, went to
Black.
Boston in the all black suits because it was the funeral game. Isaiah Thomas had 53 and like a 53-point night, had like a 40 on like he had like a 40 in like that saved the season with like a 40. Washington Boston was a low key, was like, it's one of them series you had like this is one of them series you're gonna discover on YouTube by accident. You're like,
Facts.
that was actually pretty good.
Facts.
Over.
I got Utah Denver bubble series.
Yeah.
Donovan versus Jamal.
Yep.
I don't know what was going on there.
Final game, yes.
Look, I don't know what was going on in that bubble, but they was getting to it.
40
They exchanged 50. Didn't they both have a 50?
Right. Like it was shot after shot after shot. It was like
That was open rig basketball by two people that couldn't miss. It was just who had the ball to get the
Yeah.
pass. And I think that was Mike Conley that missed that shot. It's Mike Conley.
I usually don't see guys who don't have a name shoot bad shots and they look like a good shot. Like I ain't saying that since Ben Gordon. Like you ever see the dude who take bad shots and still look like a good shot?
And hit.
Like I don't think you're supposed to be taking this, but it came off good. And it's hitting all that. Like, yeah, the hand is there. Yeah, this is low percentage by nature, but you ain't supposed to be shooting this.
Dude, one of my favorite games. I never thought I can see a machine get tired. He got tired and overcame. You know when you so tired, you got salt on your face.
Mm-hmm.
That was the semifinals of Toronto versus the 76ers. When Kawhi put up that 40 to end that series.
That man took like 40 shots.
He took 40 shots and had 40, I want to say. But I look at I don't see Kawhi as I just don't. He's a machine. And he was actually tired. That's the first time I seen him like tired. But the performance he put on that day and the way Toronto leaned on him to get them through, and he actually done it. He proved himself that he is not just one of these players on the side. He's a focal point.
Yeah.
He's the man. He's the number one option to get the ball.
I give y'all another one. One of the most fun nights in the group. Now I'm gonna talk a little bit about the group, just some of the liveness of our group, which y'all should join. 2015-2016 season finale was one of the most fun nights in the group. That's the night Golden State beat Memphis to go to 73-9. And that was also the night Kobe had 60 in the grand finale.
All right. It wasn't Memphis though.
Was it Memphis? They didn't beat Memphis?
It wasn't Memphis. No, it wasn't Memphis. I forgot what it was, but it wasn't Memphis.
New Orleans?
This was
Okay.
actually-
Might have been New Orleans.
Memphis was involved in that finale somehow, though. They did something was happening.
we canceled out. We canceled it out for Utah because we ended up getting one of those last spots.
Yeah.
With the Lakers,
Okay.
it didn't matter what the hell, and that's which Kobe was going Hawks and go for 60 anyway. I took 50 shots. I mean, what the fuck?
That man, let me tell you something. If there was such thing as leaving no stone unturned,
Like,
Kobe
it's
went
in
out
the
there
hell.
and shot that ball 50 times.
And that was
You
the
wanna know-
one game that he did want the ball, and they kept giving it to him.
And it was only fitting that they had to end the game that way because it's like, nah, you the Mamba. I don't care how tired you are. I know you trying to be. Don't leave modest now. Leave how you came in, bro.
Right.
And sure enough, I don't think we ever gonna see a dude like that now at the way how the game played anymore. Like now that when they see a score, they just be like, nah, just go, nope, get out of my league. Go overseas where you can shoot that shit. You can't shoot that over here. Unless you're 7'2". If you're 7'2", you can do what you want.
And
But-
then he made like the last 9. So it was like you already shot the ball 40 times.
He
So you should be tired. Then he made like the last 9.
It was something stupid like that because he made the bucket to put him up, to put him within one, and he made the free throws.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how he had the legs, to be honest with you, because it was crazy. And he had a couple defensive plays up in there too. I was like, look at old man Brian. Look at old man Brian.
He didn't need no legs because he's strong enough upper body now. So what he did was he changed that shot and he flicked it to where it was all arm and flicked it higher. That's what he did. He couldn't jump. He ain't slick. Hey, the reason why I know that because I played minis of 31s in my old age, in which I'm still trying to win, but I ain't got it. So I had to change my phone in a minute. So that's how I know what he did.
Say the legs was out of there, huh?
Bro, hey, this is something for my kids to listen to. There ain't no excuse. When you tired, you that one, you got to figure it out. So if you can't jump, shoot it higher and harder, and just flick it. Don't try to do this. That's dead. Just flick it. So that ball can go first.
Hey, your cousin said some of the realest shit ever at 94 Feet of Life. He said there's a difference between a 40 game jumper and an 82 game jumper.
Bro, it's night and day. It's night and day. And when y'all see those like training modules and sessions, you see all them dudes, they ain't hitting nothing nowhere near the rim. Like nothing's going to enter because it's different. And these are dudes that ain't even shooters.
I give y'all another fight, another fun night. It was just amongst the 5, but we're gonna give y'all some behind the scenes. Me and Germ, I think it was me, Germ, and Trav were watching. This was the bubble. The Clippers. It was the Clippers and the Mavericks. And Kawhi Leonard did something where he spun off somebody. And this is how you know, like you and somebody just like basketball kindreds. Me and Germ had to start a move at the same time. the same exact time. Me and John were the same time. Not no 1, 2, 3 synchronization. It was like, woo.
Yeah, y'all typed it at the same time. It literally popped up at the same time. I ain't never seen nothing like that to this day.
Hey, listen,
I ain't even.
that was
That's
that
probably
was
my
that
messaging crash because y'all did that 4 years ago.
that was that crab dribble move that Kawhi hit Luka and another
Yeah.
defender with.
Yeah.
That was what it was. And then you came back with the audio. Yeah, oh, don't do it like that. I remember that. Yes, man. We had some funny. I mean,
that was,
man, I can't even mention the other night.
That as jacked up as 2020 was for a variety of reasons, and the bubble was what it was. The 5 of us had some really good times watching them games. Like Cass was just at the crib. Who got the Zoom?
Yep.
Whoever on, it don't even matter.
Right.
Whoever's on.
Pure times,
It didn't
man.
matter. It didn't matter what event. Listen, we had every live event. I think Big Shot. I think that's the year. That's also the year Big Shot got back into wrestling. He got back into every sport.
I was watching everything.
Hey, Big Shot was like, "Yep." So, who we got for the title this week? I'm like, hey, man, but it was definitely dope. It was
Big
definitely
Shot got
dope,
y'all
man.
share the Big Shot got y'all share the boxing and everything on the zone.
We was watching. Yeah, I hadn't watched boxing in like forever. Side note, I hadn't watched boxing in like forever. And we wasn't nothing like it was nothing else popping. So it was like, yo,
Well, that's
Gervonta Davis fighting somebody. Hey, throw that on real quick. Throw that
Man.
on.
So we gotta talk about, if we're gonna talk 94, we gotta talk about basketball, but some of the off the court antics that was memorable because it was either one of those what the F moments or whatever. So I'll just drop 2 and see if y'all can think of any other ones. The weird Jimmy Butler, I show up to practice, cook everybody, leave, and go to Rachel Nichols. That debacle. And I'm so glad Jeff T gave us commentary on that because it gave me so much more clarity as to what happened. Because to this day, I was still confused. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, why is he talking to us and he got practice right now? Like, I didn't know what was going on. And then the whole Pepper Lou situation, that was amazing. Like,
this MJ, you're so right, because in this era that we in right now, the thing is so overcovered. We honestly know too much. If we're being honest, like we just know way too much. You're right though. The Jimmy Butler rampage at practice was wild. Lemon Pepper Lou in the bubble, wild.
I'm just glad they got platforms to really explain what happened, so our mind just won't go crazy. Because you know how much ish Lou Will took for that, and we didn't even know what was going on. Like, they in the middle of the playoffs, and he's sacrificing it to go to some strip club, and he making songs with Jack Harlow, Kyrie Irving in Canada. Like, it was all sorts of stuff.
Just trying to get a 20. He just trying to get a 20 piece, you know.
Bro,
hey, listen, you had all the people on the other side coming out like, man, them strip club wings be fire.
They are though.
Hey, listen, but that's what I'm saying, man. That man got a sauce named after him, like everything, man. It was crazy. But you know, quotable. Now we got to get a couple quotables in there.
Yes, sir.
The quotables of the 94, the last 9 years, we got the LeBron, I'm the best player in the world. We got Kevin Durant, you know my name, you know my work.
No,
you know who I am.
You got Lou Williams and Pat Beverly talking about the Kevin Durant. Like,
the best press conference ever.
We tried. I mean, oh man, we got some good quotables up in there somewhere. What's some other quotables that y'all remember? I know somebody gonna hit me with one that I'm
sign me up for anything with Giannis before he won a title. Giannis serious now, but when Giannis was talking about dunking the Oreo cookie, like I don't think y'all understand how funny it is from a dude, especially like with an African twang, to talk about his first time experience in an Oreo cookie and dunking it in milk. And he's talking about this after a game casually, like this was his highlight of his life. Like
You got shirtless. You got J.R. Smith who didn't wear a shirt for the whole summer 2016.
had the same hoop shorts on too.
Man, listen. That man walked around Cleveland with the same. He walked around because I think they let that man go topless in the casino. Man, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
Hey, Mike Malone being worse than J.R. Smith when they won.
Oh, man.
Mike Malone cut a whole promo on y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't.
He's Lakers daddy.
We would be remember you talk about germ stuff off the court. Maybe the best one when J Ham came to Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Hey, good that weekend, Chief. Real to know. He is just around the horn, man. And I'm just about. I gotta get back to the shop, man, but it's gotta be. It can't be like in October, November. They get a little frost up there, man.
Me, MJ, J Ham hung out on a random Tuesday. It was a Monday or a Tuesday. It wasn't even
No,
like
it was a
weekend.
Thursday.
It was a Thursday.
It was Thursday night.
Weeknight.
Yeah, we came
Me,
in at
J
Thursday
Ham,
morning.
hanging out for like 2 hours. Ate every slice of chicken sausage pizza in Giordano. Every slice that was in there.
Man, I almost needed a shoehorn and a hammock to get up out of that, bro.
Hey, listen. I remember when Trav went to Chicago.
Trav came to Chicago. Yeah.
I gave Trav the whole Chi-Town experience. And it's coming from a dude who ain't originally from there. I gave him the whole experience.
It was when that's what we did to go live, man.
Yep, that was
Shout
right
out
before
to
the
Go
game.
Live. Low key, yeah.
Yes, that was one of the best, like for me, just when we just getting started, a program just put together. We sold sweaters, we sold shirts, we sold popcorn. It was all on my cell phone. We went live, we did everything, all on the cell phone, man.
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself. Gotta come back soon. Gotta
We did
some stuff.
Hey, unfortunately,
the dopest thing too is
I was around everything.
Yeah,
we seen Ball U get launched. Like that was dope in itself.
that was it.
Look.
That was dope in itself. Like that was the fire part about it as well. Like that was huge. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say.
Look.
Seeing your people start a brand, it doesn't matter what it is, it don't matter how it is. That's fire, man. So shout out to the Ball U brand. We got merch, we got everything around here.
The Ball U brand launched in a group chat.
Facts.
Comes out of a group chat, becomes a Go Live event. And now MJ, kudos to him, launches a coaching career. Like all this just kind of spawned. Like all
the one thing I said I wasn't gonna do.
The thing
he swore he wasn't gonna do that shit too. He swore he wasn't gonna do that shit.
Listen, I was at.
It took God Almighty Himself to tell me, nah, you need to do this.
I was like, I used to be at MJ desk. Me and MJ, for y'all who don't know, used to work.
He cussed me out for
we're co-workers. Like my desk is here. MJ desk is down literally 50 feet from me. I just meet him, and that spawned all of this, just talking basketball, whatever. And finally, man, after about 2 years of talking to him, just about the guy, like, dude, you sure you don't want to coach? Nah, I want to. You sure?
Nah,
I want to.
Man, if you ask me now, I still say nah. See, here's the thing. My stance never changed. I still don't want to coach. It's just a calling. You know, like.
Yes, that's a calling. That's what it is.
You don't find beast mode. Beast mode finds you. I didn't find coaching. Coaching found me.
Yeah.
And I got put in a situation to where it was just like, if I say no to this, I will be an idiot.
You love it too much.
Yeah,
Love
not
it too
even
much.
because I love it too much, just how it was presented. Like, this is probably why I get hated on so much because I actually skipped and jumped a lot of people who really wanted to do this, who went through the proper, standard protocols of being a teacher and all of that. I skipped all of that, man. I'm still not a teacher right now. Like, I just don't want to teach. So it's like,
Hey, man, they say knowledge is power, and with great power comes great responsibility.
listen,
And that's just what it is, man.
I'm not teaching them snot those kids nothing.
Look, and look at we got friends of the program, G2.
Yeah.
Who I wouldn't dare take any credit for anything he's done because I'm just proud that he's a friend of the program. Like G2 is doing he is very much G2 is Bruce Wayne. His Batman is Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is kind of hanging out, not just hanging out. Bruce Wayne just do his thing, kind of quiet. G2 is doing like incredible stuff. Like
shout out to our other brother too. Shout out to our other brother Les. Shout out to him too.
That's Stewart.
That's hilarious.
You said what?
Hey, just looking at the live chat, Ty was like, he is the Thanos for coaching. It was inevitable. Leave it up to Ty to bring it back to the Marvel.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out Ty.
I mean, I would rather do Marvel too because DC is
yeah, DC's bad. I don't even know that much about comics, but I know DC ain't giving me nothing. Shout out Coach Les, our man Les Stewart, our man Larry Moore Jr. Shout out to him, program guest. Shout out to Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway, we had a chance to interview on this show.
Yes. Yeah, if we can pull that up, y'all want to see me turn to a fan.
Let me tell you, Trav.
It was dignified though.
This to show you the love, right? The five of us are very objective in our view about basketball. But we all a fan of something. When we said we got Tim Hardaway on the show. Travel, I don't care what happened that day. Y'all gotta let me run the interview that day. I don't care what happened.
Have at it, Trav.
You got it.
And you want to know something that was so cold about that? Because I asked him a question. I asked him, how does he feel about the Hall of Fame? Because me personally, I think he should have been inducted way before what he said or whatever. They try to object him about it. He should have been there already. And I think the year after, he was inducted into the Hall.
Yeah, sure was.
You know what?
I can hear some. Man, what? Like what?
It was the year after. You're right.
Yeah. We'll also be remiss by not talking about the ESPN mode that's somewhere in our group on how we will say something.
Dude, do y'all want to stay another hour?
Look,
we're not on a time limit tonight. We celebrate. We're not on the time limit tonight. We celebrate.
Hey, we got some bangers for y'all too on that one.
Go ahead.
We got the Kyrie situation. Remember the Kyrie situation? And then a week later.
You remember the Tyler Hero trade for Donovan Mitchell that I said?
They came up a week later, came up the next day.
Listen, like
everything.
At this point, y'all at least owe me a dinner. Not no Panda Express either. I'm talking like real life, sit down, 5-course. I'm not gonna wear a suit. You wear a suit. I deserve that.
Great.
Because y'all done took too much of my stuff.
We need to talk. We need to talk to them because
at this point,
snatched.
I don't want no money. You can have it. Clearly, when I put it out the air, it's the internet. Anybody can say it. But we've been ghostwriters for a lot of people for quite some time, and it's time to pay up now. I'm tired of paying.
Ahead of trends.
You know what? This is why I have shut up for the last about 4 months. I'm like, let me see if they can just come up with some stuff that I might say, and they haven't. So I shut it up. And no, I don't want to work.
That was that. That's ESPN. So it's a bug in the atmosphere. A couple times.
Couple. Couple hundred.
I was being nice, but yeah, it's a couple.
This happened. This happened at least 20 times a season.
I mean, when
it wasn't just me or Big Shot. It was other kids.
But
and the latest, it really did get to like be a norm because I done forgot about a lot of them joints.
And the latest one, yes, we got old stuff. And the latest one, when we sit up here and we've talked about Timothy and what he needed, and we sit up here and told y'all, these folks better get Damian Lillard. And sure enough, talks Damian Lillard the whole way through.
Yeah.
Until he went to the Bucks. Other than
what, Trey? I think you gaslighted these motherfuckers more than anybody out of all of us.
Oh yeah, Travis Nicor. Nicor gas.
Not Nicor gas.
I think
man.
What's y'all gas down there, Jay? MGLW.
We have a nice
what?
Travis,
I don't think it's I don't gas nobody. I really don't.
It's not intentional on your end. It's just one of those things to where how it's stated, it's how it's delivered.
Let's say 94 feet. Let's say 94 feet of life went to the club. Travis one that say, I'll be right back. And 4 minutes later, we ask where Trav at. And it's a bunch of people surrounding Travis, some random dude that they about to fight. And we got to get in there and be like, what the hell is going on? We don't even know how it happened. And it ain't Trav's fault. He just
Trav
just not backing down.
Trav doesn't. He don't post often. He don't post original posts often. But when he does, he know what button to push.
And he
Trav is the Tay-Rock of our group, man. Give me the gas.
But here's the thing. When I put stuff out here, best to believe I do my research. I do my research.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like Jimmy Butler. I'm not no stupid dude when it comes down to watching basketball. I know I can look and see what's going on. We see what's happening. There's other things that I didn't say, but I know, like, I didn't put in the research to be like, hey, this is sticking out like a sore thumb. I can say this. So,
go ahead, Jay. What you want to? Jay got to Jay.
This is where it's bad. Trav is the one that does it publicly in the group. Really is Les. Les is way worse than
Trav. Ham. We all do.
In our inbox, Les is way worse than Trav.
I just say this. I am glad Les has his coaching job.
Look, no,
because now he can't do those things anymore.
And here's the funny thing about it. We all, because when a topic happens or we see something, we're going to post it. So we all do it. It's just how we handle it. It's everybody handles it completely different. Like I said, when Trav makes something thought provoking, he's standing on business. There's nothing you can say. He will talk to you about this for 4 days straight until you understand he's not changing.
Yeah, he ain't letting it go.
He not going. When Les will write a post and then go get a haircut. Like, post going crazy. He in the barber chair getting his haircut.
And leave us to deal with it.
He didn't even came back to it. And he might not even come back to you.
No, it never come back. You just leave it.
See, I make a post, you'll write something stupid on it, and I like it.
See that, and that's the stuff I'd be like, oh.
Hey, stop enabling these people, man.
Now, speaking of posts, this leads to me some of my favorite posts in the group. I give y'all a couple. If NBA was pickup,
Oh my God.
If NBA pickup was a favorite, basketball 94 feet of pet peeves, which actually turned into like 300 comments.
That was my shit, right?
You want to know? You want to know the one?
And the crazy part, they were all legit. They weren't like troll being.
No.
It was like, no, that's legit.
This is what happens. This is what happens. You know what, Big Sean? The funniest, I think it was the funniest one to me, is it wasn't like the topic of, well, I can say it's the topic. When old boy came from the other group and said he played Euroball.
Shout out Chaz.
Come on, man. He was just trolling.
Big Shot Post. Big Shot posted like post your career high.
Yeah, post your career.
He had whatever he had in Lithuania.
That
And he
said 34. He said 34 in China.
Told him, but then Pilot goes back to his home group and he targets me. And I didn't even do nothing to him. You the one that says you went to Lithuania, you ain't got no passport, dog. What you talking about?
hey,
Come on, dog. So what happened is that I had to get rugged and get my troops, and we had to go to Sports Global. We took over the group for about 2 weeks, and then we got bored and gave it back to him.
gave it back to him. That and the edited.
And I brought a few cool people over.
You did. We actually did. That and the edited Kobe Bryant All-American jersey.
Oh,
That.
I forgot about that.
All right, see, here's the thing. See, look. Now look.
Yeah.
It's the thing.
Here's the thing.
It's a custom. Man, go. Get out of here.
First of all, you picked one of the worst players in history to ever try to do that, knowing that there's people like me who know every jersey, and I'm just looking.
What was the number? Did he wear like Laura Berry that had number 8 on it?
It was 8. It was his NBA number.
I think it was number 8. McDonald's.
So in high school, you could only go by as far as 5. So 15.
He put the Kobe NBA number on the McDonald's jersey and said that was real.
Look,
Like, do you not know that? Are you dumb? Do you not know that we know the number he had in high school? The number he probably would have worn in college.
He got that jersey. He got that jersey from Risky, man. From Everybody Hates Chris.
listen.
And it came straight from out of Risky. At the trunk of Risky car. That's where it came from.
No. He got
that
that jerk. That jerk was that was Bryant Gumbel's jersey. That's all it was. That was the honorable mention jersey.
What my guy Q Rich said, it's Google. It's Google.
He got that. That wasn't Kobe Bryant.
Dude.
That was Kobe.
Right there, those
I
topics.
said Brian Gump.
What about this one? The Devin Booker double team video.
Hey, that was.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Look, I don't think y'all understand how many laughs I had off that video because I didn't turn that scenario to whatever I wanted in my own head. And it was very entertaining to me because I pictured the whole scene. I pictured it was like a bunch of Kardashian-looking chicks just sitting there watching the movie.
It sure was.
Devin trying to get his stuff off, and then they double him, and the women is looking like, well, I thought you could play. I thought you could score. And now he getting mad because they doubling him. So now he telling them to stop doubling. Joakim don't care about
ran with that one.
Joakim trying to get back in the league, so he really don't care about none of that.
Wrong person to say that to.
I saw the whole thing in my head because it just reminded me of when these dudes go to these rec leagues and they bring their girl to these rec leagues and they average 5 points a game. And they girl just sitting there supporting your bum ass. Like they know that you ass, but they got to support this. And it sucked because, like I said, when I played in leagues, I tried to, I was sick in the head. So I tried to spot the one who brought their girl. And I made it a point to guard him and make sure he guarded me so that they can have a very uncomfortable ride home. I wanted their ride home to not have any words. I wanted her to feel like she wanted to ask a question, but she knew it was going to piss them off. Like, So why kept shooting on you? I don't get it. I wanted to be one of them. So when I saw that Booker situation, it's like all rushed back to me, and just all of it split. It was just funny to me. Like you got to be a stick all those concepts.
As much as we laugh and joke, I mean this sincerely. You all have made the Facebook group member have really made this what it is. Like, you know, these 9 years, and I think Trav said at the beginning, where has the time gone? And that's true. Like the fact that this is 9 years in is crazy. But you know, it's a one subject group. It's basketball. It's not like we talking a bunch of other sports or other things. It's one sport. You know, we're not a fan. I mean, we're not like a fan of a team group. We're not like a fan of a player group. It's just the game. And for 9 years.
Like, there ain't no vegan option with this.
No.
You know exactly why you came here. You know why you're here, Marshawn. You know why you're here. You're here to talk hoops. I don't care what type of hoops either. We was talking about Japanese hoops up in there. We don't care. We talk about hoops. Hoops is hoops.
Yeah, we got the homeboy from Japan posting them articles about
Ed.
Shout out Ed. Yeah, shout out Ed.
And read a handful of them jars too.
Yeah, shout out Ed from Japan.
And he got skin in the game. He been doing that since the 90s. Like,
he on it. We got, look at all our group members. We talked about Les, Myron, Coach Moore, G2, our homegirl Terica, who is now like doing like ESPN stuff on the WNBA. Like getting
hold up. Is she the mole?
Maybe Terica, maybe she's the mole.
Don't do us like that, Terica. Not the mole.
But she's doing like ESPN work.
I know she commentates. She commentates the Connecticut.
Yeah, she does Connecticut Sun games.
And she doing in studio work for CBS Sports too. She's doing a whole lot over there. Yeah, she been on CBS Sports a whole lot regularly.
Dang. Okay. See, like, it's not just us talking. Not just as we might have changed to say, it's not just a bunch of dudes and women talking. It's people who really do this, really out here doing this in this field.
Hey, goddamn it.
A couple other things.
Even I got a weekly regular segment. Like, give me 30 minutes.
Ain't no
How did we forget?
That's legit. You on syndication, my dude. That boy's on syndication. And he
plug the show. Plug the show.
Matter of fact, we gonna have him on here with us on the next episode on what's that, March 18th?
Monday, March 18th.
My guy Johnny Radio gonna join us. 98.5 FM right here in Memphis. I get down with him on Fridays at 11:30, but his show is from 11 to 1. I'm the first one. I'm the first guest. I'm that lead off on Fridays on his show. So you know what I'm saying? But they go down. He a wild dude. He say whatever. He pushes the line on the radio as far as what he say, the content.
We gonna.
I also want to give props to all the basketball NBA league guys like Sam Perkins, Troy Hudson.
Oh yeah,
Grant Long popped in the group.
What's it, McCarter?
Oh, Andre McCarter.
Yeah.
Andre McCarter. Like I know, I know, Facebook can be what it is, and it could be some BS, but this is birthed and helped grow basketball careers. Like, so when y'all say. So this is why I think, sometimes people like, y'all take it serious. Yeah, we do. We do, because people in here are eating off of the game. Like, people not in here just, so that's why when y'all.
and
Y'all
are building
post-
testimonies for this game. Jay Ham don't got no bachelor in journalism. He overskipped all of that. You think other people don't want to work with Johnny Radio? He overskipped all of that just off of passion and hustle.
Right.
Like,
when
we
you-
live and prove anything possible. Like, if you just put your mind through it and you just start believing. But go ahead, man.
So that's why, like, when y'all, why my posts get taken down? Because there's a certain aesthetic that we like.
Yeah.
Period.
And check it. And we did that. We did that without ever posting like any formal group rules. We let the culture just kind of be the culture for what it is. We know what it is that we flow with. Everybody just kind of like, yeah, okay, we fuck with that. We follow suit. That's
Rich
what
now.
it is. That's what it is.
We not doing.
We don't.
Go ahead, Trav.
We will cut your joint.
It's
Down.
just
Absolutely,
We will take
okay.
your especially being big shot. Being big shot, let it hang. We'll come back if it's done at like 3 a.m.
it's just the originality that I stand by and what I love as far as our group,
Absolutely.
because the simple fact we're just not the regular ones that just sit up here start bench cut or who's better than this all that. Man, it's 32 teams in the league. I'm
Listen,
not about to talk about two of these teams 24/7, 365. There are
Right.
more players, and now we've been talking about who's going to be the next face of the league.
Yeah.
Y'all
It's-
late to the party.
hey, what was the game? What was the game that I created to make you blind GM?
Blind GM.
Listen,
The game that
hey, look how
turns
everybody's
me
face
face.
turned up. Listen, blind GM has made some of the most ingenious people look dumb as hell, including me.
Including me. Yeah.
No one, and it was just such a humbling game because it's like as much basketball as you know, when you get to that lottery, you just don't know.
We're gonna have to bring Blind GM back. Bring him back.
The reason why I had to let it marinate because I made his cousin league him a season, and I made a lot of people send Jokic overseas and league Jimmer for that. So after that, I was like, let me just let this breathe because, like, I don't know what else to say with that. This was 2-time MVP Jokic, and then that year he won the title, which makes it even funnier. So y'all send him overseas. Y'all say he ain't good for the league. Y'all sent him overseas, but Jimmer Fredette is what you looking for. Yeah, all right.
we gonna wrap up here. Go ahead, John.
The thing about this group that I think that people don't appreciate, or some people may appreciate more than others, is the authenticity of the content. Content is king. And MJ said all the time, content is king, and you're looking at royalty. But that one little slogan right there, the way we've attacked the game of basketball in general in this group has always been unique. It's always been different. It's always been about a challenge, but it's always been more objective than it has been anything else. Yes, people have preferences, but preferences is a part of life. You know, do you like your steak medium well, or do you like it rare? It is what it is. But the one thing that I really, really love about the group is there is people who are going to be objective, and everybody from the way we all have gotten it, closer just in the midst of all the conversations is we always have real, actual basketball conversations about certain things. I remember me and Jay Ham was one of our first conversations that we was having a disagreement about who was the better shooter between Steph and Klay Thompson. That was one. You got the infamous Tim Duncan versus Kevin Garnett.
Give me the one.
It's so much game that's been passed around in this group that you have to ask yourself, why wouldn't you want to be a part of something like that?
Germ, that's another. I love that you brought that up. A lot of people, one of the people, somebody who used to be in the group, I don't remember their name, like, y'all agree too much. Okay, cool. But y'all just want people to argue just because. Like, it's just that just the argument just because. So
Yeah, that's what it. But you know what it is. That's why. So one of the things that really makes podcasting not as fun as it used to be. So for some people and for me myself is why are we arguing about stupid alternative facts? Let's have fun with what we're witnessing. Let's have fun with the game in itself. We want to sit here and argue who's the better player between these two players based on semantics, based on statistics, when we all know that stats don't always transition to wins. So why are we arguing about whose stats was better in this particular game? The person with the best stats don't always win the game. That's the other part about this that I think is very, 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 very makes it really interesting. If we really sit here, we talk about the game objectively, you will notice that the player who scores the most points on 55 to 60% of those nights, they don't win the game.
Well, which is why this whole season I've been talking about, mid players. And everybody, because it was my way of just, because I got tired of people using the word mid in a negative way. Like, when you use the word mid, it's like mid means what it means, mid. But when you call something nowadays, you call something mid, it's an insult. No, it's not. It means you can get better, but you're better than some other people. That's exactly what mid means. So it was just one of them situations to where it's like, yes, you got these dudes who are killers that, could go get it. But every team now has one of those. So what's going to separate the winner? The mids doing their job. Whoever got the best mids win. So that's kind of always been the game. But now we're starting to see it a little bit more, in which we got to start putting respect on role players' names, because role players win championships.
we just watched Denver win a championship because Denver 2 through 9 was better than everybody in the league last year. And the reason Denver this year, despite the rise of Minnesota and Oklahoma City and the Clippers, you look at Denver right now.
I mean, and then even when Golden State won last year, Gary Payton II was doing some immaculate stuff.
Gary Payton II, Andrew Wiggins,
like
Jordan Poole before he lost his mind.
But you see how you naming all of these players. We gotta stop this extreme thing that we do. It's either good or bad. It's okay to be okay.
You need okay. Everybody can't be great. Everybody
Every day
get the
ain't
salary.
great.
Everybody not gonna have the opportunity to be great. Look at all the departments in business. Like, I could be the best customer service guy, but just that overall department, you're designed to be mid. You have one simple role. You're not going to make or break my company. If you're great at it, awesome. That means we make more money. But if you're not great at it, then we probably still gonna be okay.
So we talk about shots that we call. I just thought about this. So, we all over the place. Jay Ham said the night of the 2019 draft, either the night before the draft or the night of the draft. It was Jay Ham. You tell me matter of fact, tell me what you said about Ja versus Zion. Tell the people what you said.
Draft or the lottery?
The lottery. I'm sorry, it was the lottery. You're correct.
Yeah, the lottery. When Memphis fell into, you motherfuckers better go draft Ja Morant. It's just that simple.
Damn.
Wasn't nothing else to talk about. I knew Mike Conley was going to be on the move anyway. Expiring contract. They was going to probably go ahead and move him. And the reset button was being hit. You had new management, not new ownership, but you had a new front office, new people in there, new management. Everything was like new. Cut it out, rise up. They did well that first year. They jumped ahead as far as expectations go. Did they think they got ahead of schedule? Then what was that? That was the bubble season, right?
They qualified for the bubble that first year.
They qualified for the bubble, but they got knocked out after a few. Portland got them. CJ with the dagger. I remember that one. Then they made the play in the next year. No, they got in the next year because they won the play in.
They beat Golden State in the play-in.
Right. They knocked out Golden State. They lost to Utah in 5. And then back to back 50 wins. You know what I'm saying? Before shit just got wild for a minute. But then, of course, the basketball guys had a touchdown even more and hurt everybody. So now we got a bunch of dudes that, we got from Randstad and some next staff. And, they playing hard. I had a couple gems from out of that. It's like the reset button gonna be cool once they get back on track, if they can get back on track healthy like they expect to. But we saw the emergence of a superstar.
You weren't wrong.
You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with that aspect at all? So that was the cool part. But like I told you when they first got started, I was like, this gonna be cool because all of this is brand new. It's like a new it's like you got a new pad, you know what I'm saying? New pad, fresh new furniture, the whole deal. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, let's check it out. Evaluate it. That was my whole thing, was like, that's where my fandom evolved. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I look at folks around the city and be like, yo, y'all motherfuckers need to go to therapy. Y'all be tripping, man. Whether it's Tigers, Grizzlies, whoever, y'all relax. It's basketball, y'all. It's supposed to be fun, not agonizing.
In the words of the picture in my background, come on, baby, get it together.
Get it together. So we're gonna get out of here at 9 Eastern, because that's gonna be 90 minutes. 90 minutes for 9 years. So we got about 15 minutes left. I'm gonna throw out some other randoms, y'all. Best games. What about this one? University of Central Florida versus Duke.
Oh, shit.
2019 second round. One of the best college games of the 94 era.
I one up you on that.
Go ahead.
The entire 2019 tournament was the best tournament of the 94 era.
We talk about the 2015-2016 season in NBA. That 2018-2019 college postseason and NBA playoff was really good. Like, and that 2019 tournament was great. Trav was front row. I know this. I want to make this is a bad memory, but Trav was front row. 2017 in Memphis. UNC versus Kentucky, the South final.
Big Monk still got fouled, man. You can hear that shit in the gym. That's supposed to be the most fun play, man.
Hey, Trav, shoulder part of the ball, Trav.
Say that again.
Shoulder part of the ball, Trav.
He got hit right here.
That's part of the ball.
He got hit, man.
If it touches the ball, it's part of the ball.
Yeah, you can hear it. He banked it 3, man. Dude, that was one of the most.
Did he bleed?
The FedEx Forum was so live that day, especially during that time, because I think it was UCLA, Butler, North Carolina, and Kentucky. They was going to the Sweet 16. No, the Elite 8 going to the Final Four. And to just witness that, man, just from where I was sitting at, it was just unbelievable. Like, Luke made a terrific shot. That was just nothing you could do about it. But
that was also the game De'Aaron Fox gave the night before. De'Aaron Fox gave
2 days before. That was
2 days before.
That Friday, that's when Malik Monk started, but De'Aaron Fox finished it. They made Lonzo Ball call his season early. He declared to go to the league in Memphis that day.
Somebody declared in the locker room.
Yeah, he was in the locker room. He was in the locker room. Malik Monk started, and he's still scoring on that man right now.
J Ham, you talk about the basketball guys sometimes not being fair. This one college made me mad. Because we never got it. We never got Cal versus K.
2015
was never got it.
Oh,
2015, that was supposed to be it.
trying to fault the Alabama guard Sam Decker.
When was that
Sam Decker.
when Connecticut played? Oh, that man stepped out, man. We ain't gonna talk. What was that? Was that 7th when Connecticut won it with Kemba?
Yeah.
Was that
That was
No, that was bad.
That was
No,
2016 was North Carolina. No, 2016 was Villanova.
16 was Villanova.
Okay,
14,
Connecticut won it
14
twice,
that was Utah.
right? With Shabazz Napier.
14 was you.
No, it was
14 was Utah.
both right. I know Kentucky played them in the final because Julius Randle.
It was Shabazz and Bolite right there. Yeah, that was Shabazz.
Yeah, that was 14. That was 14.
See, Duke didn't do that for
Durham.
I like how you flipped that. That was a long scheme, but
He flipped it. He definitely flipped it. Germ, me and you was up late for this one. I think everybody else had gone to bed. 2019 again, great. Western Conference Semi Game 3. Nuggets Blazers 4 overtime. I think it was me, you. I think everybody else had gone to bed. We was the only ones left on the Zoom.
Last of the Mohicans.
Last of the Mohicans. Everybody was asleep. Me and Germ up watching.
Yep, four overtimes. You just talk about another game in which, again, so many things go into a game. So many things. Every possession that counts. Everything, man. We didn't have some great games, man. Some great ones.
I think the one thing that always bothers me, but I just kind of let it make it, is I don't think people really understand how good you have to be to like play at the level that we're talking about. Even just Division One. Like we took our boys to Valpo, Indiana State, and just when they get a shot and it's open, you might as well just run back down the court. This is mid-major colleges. It's not even like on TV. You know what I'm saying? So Imagine what the Power 5 is like. Imagine what the NBA looks like. So I just really think that what we witness sometimes is so special to where we get bored with the special. And I think with 94 Feet of Life is kind of bringing it full circle. All we try to do is just remind y'all about how special what you're watching is.
We forgot this moment. MJ met Greg Popovich.
I did. Cool as hell. Cool as
Had
hell.
a whole talk.
I became a Spurs fan. Almost. But I was like, nope, we already got enough of those in our group. So I'll stay neutral.
We actually don't.
Hey man, you make one of them control smoke ribs, you might have me.
Hey man, we're gonna be back 2024, 2025.
Yeah. I think when we do this show next year, which I think we're gonna do live on location, next year's 10-year anniversary. I think we gotta somehow, some way, it's gotta be live on location. Even if we gotta wait until MJ and Les season is over.
That's probably what's going to
next
happen.
year.
But we're gonna win state next
year. I'll wait. We gonna show up in Memphis. It's gonna be barbecue nacho time. It's gonna be hams, cookies, leaded and unleaded. I need unleaded. Let these folks have the leaded.
Hey, I'm gonna be the new Keith Lee out there.
We're gonna do a Keith Lee review of Ham's homemade cookies.
Hey, giving him 9.7 on everything.
Hey man, I wouldn't even do you that way, Big Shot. On as far as did it, I did it. I know how to just come just straight clean with a
Nah, just get him to let it. All right.
in the Scepter form though. In the Scepter with the Scepter brand on
Just
Big Shot. I got
give me the simply and the unleaded. Everything is fine.
I'm
Get him to let
no, give me the unleaded. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Like I felt like Smokey on Friday when he was in the pigeon coop after eating a couple of Cam's cookies. Because here's the problem. This is what Cam don't tell you about the cookies. He don't tell you that they're delicious. Like that's the first problem. They're delicious to where you want to eat them like
You
cookies.
just keep eating. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't even like. I mean, you taste a hint of the cannabis, a hint, a smidgen, but it just seems like you treat it like parsley. You're like, when you got parsley in your spaghetti, you ain't
it's
thinking
nothing.
about parsley. It's like, it's parsley. That's what's up. I'm eating the cookie. I'm like, okay, hit a cat, but this cookie is delicious. So next thing you know, later,
that part ain't my fault.
and it is your fault.
All I'm gonna say is this, yo.
The hell?
That's my fault, though, you know.
How you gonna make a loaded cookie as delicious as an unloaded cookie? That's gotta be unfair. That's illegal. It has to be.
But if they know they loaded, then why the hell you keep eating them?
Because they good. Are you not understanding that?
But this is why the hook.
Like, you just told us that.
This is why the hook is the hook. You get those, but then you also get the regular ones, so you can keep eating them motherfuckers.
Listen.
But you get the other junction, so you kind of go 2 for 1. So you eat the other junction, you get hungry for the buzz, then you go fuck up the regular ones.
The other ones for the fam.
You come back for more. That's the hook.
The other ones for the fam. I can't eat they cookies too.
Yes, you can.
This is why you have to order more.
Hey, do he not sound like a drug? He just pushed me on set by on cookies that simple, and I'm thinking that's bad and good at the same time. I don't know where I'm at stand with JM right now. I thought he was my friend. I just told him about and he's telling me for cookies. I don't understand.
You have to forgive me. I'm in a bakery mindset. I work in a bakery from my 9 to 5. This is one of those deals.
What it is,
bro.
I just want to say that
I was shivering with a fan on.
I just want to say that some of the best sleep that I've ever got is after about 2 of them cookies, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I woke up the next morning, I was like, you know what? If this is what life is like, I think I'm gonna do the same thing again tonight.
Bro. I mean, you feel the vacation vibe too, but yeah, like I did the dummy and ate like 4 or 5 of them because they were delicious.
On March 18th, I'm gonna let Johnny Radio tell y'all firsthand how he just fucks them up on the air, live on the show. He don't.
I love it.
Listen,
rock. He don't gummies, cookies, whatever.
Oh, he wild. I love it.
Wow. So Monday, March 18th, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. So the tournament preview show. We're gonna have Johnny Radio in the building. We're gonna break down your tournament. 94 Feet of Life does have a bracket challenge. Shout out to our girls Michelle Jackson and Angie Scott Bailey who are putting that together. So before you fill out your brackets, come rock with 94. So fellas, we got 2 minutes left, man. I just want to say thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. This is the end. You just never know how people are gonna come together. Me and MJ, co-workers, meet in 2012. The next year, me, Ham, and are in the same sports group on Facebook. Shout out to the sports fam, the big homie Red. We in there with Trav. We come together. Pause. Then Jern from the Views from the 22 crew. affiliated with the Petty Sports Network. He joins, and it's been all love, man. Considering I done laid eyes on Trav Ham one time in real life, I never met Germ. I consider y'all to be true brothers, man. I love y'all. Like y'all said, 9 more. Let's do it.
9 more, no child support.
9 more, no child.
Nah, but once again, man, 94 feet of life, man. You already know. Content is king. You look at it real. We're not just a bunch of dudes talking. We're
When
not.
we say life, we mean life.
We're not just a bunch of dudes talking. Like, this is just what we do. We're like the Tribe Called Quest of the basketball podcast. Everything is generated out of love. So you don't got to worry about the fallout. We cool. But everything we do is by way of love, man. Everything we do is by way of appreciation for the game. It's by way of respect. It's a way to disagree. It's a way to talk. And you could do that and be wise and still have fun and not be considered boring, because there ain't nothing boring about anything we do. But you're going to learn something. You're going to laugh. You're going to kick it. It's going to be an overall, electrical experience. What's the experience called? The Tribe Called Quest said? What's the song?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, it don't even matter. But yeah, man, so that's how we rocking though, man. Like, you already see him, Germ, you got Ham, you got Trav, Trav, you got Big Shot, you already know, you got me, you got Pinky in the background, man, with his yak. Man, we out here.
We out here, 94 feet of life, basketball